The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the Rams on Monday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Let's face it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Connor on the read option. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Corey Peters there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Murray a give, this is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second down at 5. Play action. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He gets it complete to Harris. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. Tom Brady, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Cardinals. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check on their numbers on the ground in the 1st half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Murray now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. L.A. readies for its next possession. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can bring something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray, and that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now. Akers, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down at Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll get this one to Cup, complete. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. An option handoff given to Connor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.